Rue here. Today I'm going to be doing a quick and simple mini mend. This here is a bag, obviously. And as you can see, the handles have started to get worn out. It's burlap that's reinforced with plastic. So all I'm going to do today is show you how you can fix this easily with a bit of fabric and a sewing machine. So let's get started. First off, I'm just finding the lowest point of the damage on each of the handles, which is here on this one. And I'm just going to mark that. This is a heat erase pen. This one is a biro style. You can also get felt tip styles. Then I'm going to measure up from the edge of the bag to where the mark is. So it's about 4 inches on this. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm using inches because all of my quilting rulers are in inches, and I'm going to be cutting out my fabric pieces with that. Then I'm just marking that 4 inches on all of the other bits of the handles. So on the back hand, so it's now on the back handle and the front handle on this side, and I'll do the same on this side, and then measure the length between those points. So from this red point to this red point is, I make that 8 inches. It doesn't have to be super accurate. It's not a super accurate project. And measure the width of the handle too. So these handles are 1 inch, and then we can work out how big our piece of fabric needs to be. So for the width, we've got 1 inch plus 1 inch plus 1 inch seam allowance. So that's going to be 3 inch. And then for the length, we've got 8 inch plus 1 inch seam allowance. Well, hem allowance, not seam allowance really. So that's going to be 9 inches. So the piece of fabric we need to cut with our rotary cutter is going to be 9 by 3. So let's cut that now. So here's my 2 bits, one for each handle. And what we're going to do is, taking our iron, we're just going to press up a 1/2 inch hem all the way around. So on the long side and the short side. Which should leave you with a beautiful rectangle like this. All the raw edges are hidden on the inside. And then we're just going to fold that in half and press that with the iron as well. And then you've got this super skinny rectangle that's the same width as the strap. So then what you're going to do is open it up, slide it over the strap, lining up the end with the marks that you made on the strap earlier. I've got my red mark there. And just tucking it in as you go all the way along, and just pin it in place to keep it secure. You don't need a huge number of pins, it's just to keep it there. 2 or 3 should do. Then we just carefully sew all the way around all of the edges with a straight stitch, just a few millimeters in from the edge. And trim off any loose threads, of course. That's it. We've got one handle done, reinforced. I'm going to do exactly the same on the other one. If the structural integrity is really bad, what you can do is work back and forth in straight stitch all the way across. I've got a little bit of a wrinkle here. This is partly because this fabric wasn't cut on the bias. If you cut on the bias, it will have a bit more stretch and be a bit more forgiving. I'm going to do exactly the same on this one now, and then I should have 2 matching handles and a nice fixed bag. So there we go. This bag was on the edge of being functional, and now it's ready to use again. Join me next time for more mini mends, where I'll be showing you little fixes that can make a big difference. Bye!